As was expected, Prime Minister of Pakistan, Nawaz Sharif, stuck to his Kashmir stand at the United Nations General Assembly. In fact, all eyes now will be on Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, as he makes his big debut at United Nations in a short while from now. Modi had barely landed in New York last night when Nawaz Sharif raked up the Kashmir issue at the United Nations General Assembly. Hours after his K attack, Sharif sent his good wishes to Narendra Modi when asked if he had any message for his Indian counterpart who landed in New York. Sharif didn't respond to questions if he would like to meet Narendra Modi.
More than 6 decades ago, the United Nations passed resolutions to hold a plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir. The people of Jammu and Kashmir are still waiting for the fulfillment of that promise. We were disappointed at the cancellation of the Foreign Secretary level talks by India. The world community too rightly saw it as another missed opportunity. Many generations of Kashmiris have lived their lives under occupation, accompanied by violence and abuse of their fundamental rights. Kashmiri women in particular have suffered immensely. For decades, attempts have been made, both under the UN auspices and bilaterally in the spirit of the Lahore Declaration, to resolve this dispute. The core issue of Jammu and Kashmir has to be resolved. This is the responsibility of the international community. We cannot draw a veil on the issue of Kashmir until it is addressed in accordance with the wishes of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Mr. President, we condemn terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. We are fighting terrorism planted on Pakistan's soil. Our valiant soldiers are laying down their lives to take out terrorists and tear down their evil networks. The entire nation is behind them. In the past 13 years, as a frontline state, we have given enormous sacrifices in blood and resources. Tens of thousands of civilians have been killed and injured.
Joining me live on the phone line is Gaurav Sawant, Strategic Affairs Editor, Headlines Today. Gaurav, a much looked after. People are looking at what will be the response of India at the UNGA summit. In fact, a lot of people are saying that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to give a hard response, but what is expected? Will it be a Pakistan-centric speech, or we are expecting other issues to be dealt with also?
The Prime Minister will be giving a forward-looking address at the UN General Assembly, Ankit. India has already responded to Pakistan's rant on Kashmir. In fact, one of our diplomats at the permanent mission in New York has already said that this is a bilateral issue that needs to be sorted out bilaterally, and that Pakistan had no reason to raise this at the UN General Assembly. So this is as far as the Kashmir situation is concerned, but the entire address is going to be forward-looking.
Absolutely. This is the expectations as far as the Prime Minister is concerned. Of course, give a straight and hard answer back to Pakistan, but also address other issues. India, of course, has reacted sharply on this provocation by the Pakistani Prime Minister. Gaurav Sawant is also still on the phone line with us. Gaurav, there has been a strong response as far as the domestic politics is concerned. All political parties from the entire spectrum, in fact, have condemned the statement that has been made by the Pakistan Prime Minister. What are you expecting? In how much time? Of course, the Prime Minister is making that address, and what are the expectations on the ground?
Massive expectations on ground, Ankit. The Prime Minister, of course, from what my sources have told me, will make a forward-looking address the theme of this United Nations address is development post-2015, and the role that India can play, the role that these nations need to play together is what the Prime Minister will focus on. Pakistan's Kashmir rant, from what our sources in Ministry of External Affairs told us, would be treated with the contempt it deserves. India has responded. India had a right to respond to the Pakistani statement. India responded to it by saying that this is a bilateral matter. This was an unnecessary forum. It should not have been raised. And as far as India is concerned, that's the end of the story. Pakistan is just a side story here.
Yeah.
And that is why Prime Minister Narendra Modi also did not have time to meet Pakistan's Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, who addressed the UN yesterday and who's now on his, who's already on his way back.
Gaurav, also take us through the itinerary that the Prime Minister has today. We have been told it's a packed day 2 for him.
Well, the day started with the Prime Minister visiting the 9/11 memorial. You saw those pictures. Now the Prime Minister will come here where we are at the United Nations General Assembly. Around 10:30 is his address to the UN General Assembly. Of course, it could be delayed a little, given how much time the previous speakers take. After that, the Prime Minister heads back to the New York Palace Hotel where he is, and he would then be meeting the Prime Minister of Nepal, of Bangladesh, and also the President of Sri Lanka. So that is the Prime Minister's itinerary for the first part of the day. Later in the day, he travels to the Central Park here, and that again is a big address. It's a big event here in New York, where the Prime Minister will be talking to people at large. And it's a big cultural festival, so to say, here in New York, where the Prime Minister would be addressing people. So for the Prime Minister, it's a packed day today here in New York. Ankit?
Thank you so much, Gaurav, and trust Gaurav Sawant, Rahul Kamal, Rajdeep Sardesai, and the entire team of Headlines today to bring you a minute-by-minute update as far as this big Modi visit is concerned. In fact, day 2 of Modi's US visit holds significance because it's Modi's first United Nations Assembly address. India will look to give a befitting reply to Nawaz Sharif, who raked up Kashmir yet again on the global platform. India's response on UNGA floor is imminent as India has sought its right to reply at the UNGA floor on the raging issue. While Modi will be visiting heads all key Asian neighbors, including Nepal, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, India and Pakistan will not hold bilateral talks. The Indo-Pak face-off at UNGA is not a new phenomenon. In the past too, India has given a befitting reply to Pakistan. In his 2003 UNGA address, Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee turned down Pakistan's offer for a Kashmir ceasefire, saying that he will not negotiate with terrorism. And exactly 10 years later, in 2013, addressing the 68th UN General Assembly session, Manmohan Singh, Prime Minister of India, then named Pakistan as the epicenter of terrorism in South Asia. Modi's address may also include expansion and reform of the UN Security Council. His speech is likely to focus on United Nations peacekeeping operations, as India is one of the largest contributors to the peacekeeping force.